Be more slots. Do you know why Mortisis appends nub to your name, Shandalyn? Because he is an incompetent sycophant that has trouble seeing true. I'll start again. Because he. Do you know why Mortis appends nub to your name, Shandalyn? Because he's an incompetent sycophant that has trouble seeing through his oversized helmet. Nub is your classification. You are now part of the new Undercity Battalion. But enough with the comedy. I sent Deathstalker Yorick on a shadow operation 2 days ago. Her goal was to get information on the Gluneus Liberation Front and return. 3 days and no word. No word from her. Head southwest to the Ivar patch and look for Yorick Shandalyn. Look how close the Forsaken High Command's Ivar's patch is. That'll be relevant in a moment. Boggle our mage, away! And like, look at how there's like a ton of fighting going on between Forsaken and whatnot, Worgen outside. Those 2 points will be relevant in a moment. Belmont gets a little nervous and sends some newbie to look for me. Listen, I've been stalking out the old Ivar cottage from inside this outhouse for 3 days. Your presence threatens the whole damn operation. There's no time to explain. We have to act now or this mission will be compromised. Ooh. Beautiful. Now I got these. And we'll figure out what these are like in a bit. The Gluneus Liberation Front leader, Darius Crowley, has been meeting with another Worgen inside this cottage for the past 3 days. I'm not sure what's going on, but we need to get inside the cottage and find a good hiding place from where we can eavesdrop. It's now or never, undead. We may never get another shot. Just promise me that if I don't make it, return to Forsaken High Command and inform Belmont of whatever we discover.
I haven't got all day.
We haven't got much time. Crowley will be arriving shortly. Let's go. And her name is Deathstalker Renee Yorick. But anyway, apparently, Crowley is meeting people in this house, right by Forsaken High Command, with a ton of Forsaken fighting right outside. It's a bit of a terrible idea. Let's be honest here. Armoire. There, hide inside the armoire. I'll hide in the shadows next to you. My imp just fades out of existence, luckily enough. Also, that is a fantastic cloak. Have you given any more thought to my proposal, Ivar? Why trust you now, Crowley? You abandoned us, left us to die. If we're to win this war, we need your help. Our packs must unite. The Forsaken will destroy us otherwise. You're the alpha male, Ivar. The rest of the Ferals and Silverpine will do as you command. I don't care about your war, Crowley. But I have seen firsthand what the Forsaken are capable of doing. It is true. They hunt us, slaughter the defenseless. So, you will help? I will gather my pack. It would appear that we're being watched, Crowley. You've grown soft. Likely Greymane's fault. Treacherous pup. Oh, is she? What say you now, spy? I live and die for the Banshee Queen. I was hoping you would say that. I will prepare the pack. It'll take some time for them to gather them all, but we'll join for now. Treacherous. Well, there's her dead. Sorry, I know, just the, treacherous, traitor. Actually, no. Treacherous isn't tied in with, necessarily tied in with traitor. Sorry, I get like this when I'm not fully with it. I end up misunderstanding things that are quite fucking blatant. Ugh. It's like I'm just not, fully awake. I've been awake since... Well, I properly woke up at like 3 in the afternoon, but I know there's something loud. I can't remember what, but there was some loud noise earlier during the day, and I kind of was half awake for an hour or two afterwards before I truly woke up. And it's just like I still haven't come out of that, sleepy haze. It's quite annoying. Let's have a look at the maps. Let me just find the other mouse. Oi! Oi! Christ. This is why I stopped using this other mouse, because it keeps clicking itself. Just random squiggles. Alright. Oh, I stopped being a bottle mage. Fantastic. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew her, Shandalyn. As an assassin of infinite courage. Ah. Waiting to exsanguinate. Oh, okay, I like that one. Waiting to exhale. Waiting to exsanguinate. That's funny. And the last poor Yorick thing is a Hamlet reference for those who don't know. You may have heard the line, but not know where it's from and all that. Not everyone covers it in school. I know I didn't. We covered Romeo and Juliet for the junior cert, and then Macbeth for the leaving cert. The Macbeth and The Great Gatsby. I want to say there's a third one, but I don't honestly remember one. I think we only did 2, while a friend of mine did 3. Again, schools can differ. I've been meaning to have a look at Hamlet at some stage, just never gotten around to it. Ugh. So anyway, now tell me what's going on. What did you and Yorick discover? Ooh, good boots. Belmont hands you a sealed envelope. Deliver this report to Sylvanus Windrunner. It is my assessment of the situation in Silverpine based on based upon your and Yorick's fieldwork. That was very awkward to say. If we do not stamp out the Worgen insurgents, they will overrun us. Time to act is now. Oh, whoops. I never read that. Wasn't sure if I had. It's sealed.
We are the Forsaken.
Kneel before your queen, Shandalyn.
Who stands in our way. No.
Crowley. A gnat. An insect waiting to be crushed beneath my boot heel. So he thinks to rouse the feral Worgen of Silverpine. We shall show him and his allies the might of the Forsaken. But first we must clean up the mess made by the war chief's fleet. Without their aid... But first we must clean up the mess made by the war chief's fleet. Without their aid, we may lose this war. Okay. Why is... Oh, well, okay, that explains it. There with that person. I was just wondering, where the fuck she paired out of. Our reinforcements from Kalendor arrived last night. 3 orc gunships full of supplies. Sorry, I started reading ahead. Well, okay. Our reinforcements from Kalendor arrived last night. 3 orc gunships full of supplies, weapons, and soldiers. 3 orc gunships lost to Bloodfang's damned Worgen. How could an entire orc fleet lose to a small band of enemy combatants that lack any siege weaponry? an important question that you will answer for me. Gather your gear and report to the Orc Admiral Hatchet at the Forsaken Rear Guard southwest of here. Get those orcs operational, Shandalyn. I await your full report. Okay. Let's engage you. Ooh, that's cool. That is cool. For those who didn't know, once upon a time, a long time ago, in a galaxy far away, talents used to not start at level 15, 30, 45, 60, whatever. It didn't, go every 15 levels. For most classes, that's the way it is now. For demon hunters, it's a bit more wonky. For whatchamacallit, once upon a time, for everyone, you got a talent a level. Talents were also rather different. It could be like, you do 1% more damage, or whatever, Well, now it's typically a new passive, or some new ability, or an augment to ability you already have, rather than dealing in like. Okay, look at the Dead Island. That was weird. Dead Island talent tree. The talent tree in Dead Island. That was basically the talent tree we had in WoW, except smaller. It used to be longer. They would add a few tiers to it every expansion, up until a few expansions ago. Cataclysm, WoD or Cataclysm was like the last time we had it. The old system. I think maybe it was Cataclysm brought in a new one. I'm not sure, but yeah, basically the Dead Island style is basically what we had in WoW. And then for a while you were locked into one of these trees. Like they would have Affliction, Demonology, and Destruction trees. Like there used to be a specializations pane. Like you would have the trees, talentlet trees, and you could put some points into each of them. Like let's say you would have 60 talent points by the time you reached level 70. You could put 20 into each if you wanted. Then later on, at some stage, they added in a restriction in the you had to complete a talent tree list before you could put points into anything else or something. Can I be honest with you? It's all getting hazy now. Plus, my words are failing me because I'm tired. I've just been off all day. But yeah, the talent tree list used to be substantially different. Interestingly enough. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the very drunk orcs. But I'll read them in a second. You can read it yourself if you want. But yeah, the talent tree list used to be quite a lot different. I kind of miss the old one, personally, but that's probably just because that's what I was used to. It just since that's what I started off with, and for such a long time, it's just what I was used to having. So that's the only reason I'm preferring one over the other. Otherwise I'm ambivalent, really. So yeah, just have actually, you know what? You don't even need to go have a look at the Dead Island stuff. I'm sure you could find that elsewhere. I'm sure Wowhead has, you know, some stuff on it, or WowWiki, or Wowpedia. I'm sure some of them have some, you know, the old pics of the talent tree lists. Or you can just find it on Google Images, I'm sure. So, yeah. I hope what I was saying makes sense. Like, I'm making coherent English. The talent tree lists used to look a lot different. They used to be a lot bigger. They used to still have, you know, abilities every so often in them. But a lot of the time it used to be like, you get an extra 0.1%. No, not 0.1%. You get an extra percent to your strength per talent per point in this list. Sorry, you get an extra like 1 to your 1 to your damage for each point in this talent, and there'll be like 3 tiers to that talent. So after 3 level ups, you finally master that talent. And you'd have to put in like 5 points into the first tier, and actually, let me rephrase that. To unlock the later tiers, you didn't just have to level up; you'd also have to put points into that talent spec. So, say for Demonology, to reach the 3rd tier, you'd have had to have spent 10 talent points in Demonology. Then to reach the 4th, you have to spend 15. Or something like that. Again, look it up yourself to just double check what I'm saying. My English is off and I'm tired. I probably shouldn't be recording at all, but I want to get some of this done, and I think I'm altogether fine. Just slightly scalaways. What? I'm not going to try and sound drunk here. What's with the huge bush chickadoodle? It's making me hungry. Why is it so big? You some kind of idiot or something? Making a chicken so big. Who does that? Forsaken. I find that funny. Forsaken do. That's who. It's so big. Look, its big stupid neck. I just want to choke it to death. And Apothecary Wormcrud says, "Touch my chicken and I'll kill you in your sleep." Am I understood? Also, Wormcrud, really? Your parents did not like you. So anyway, here's all the hordes, the orc sea dogs wandering around randomly. Who's not drunk, Turok? Including me. Yes. Hick? Well, let's see. By my count, nobody. The whole crew's drunk out of their gourds, Admiral. Except the sea pups. Can I be honest? It kind of looks like no one on this crew was, you know, halfway competent. They all like, well, we're going off to war, and we're on a boat. Let's get so drunk we, you know, fuck everything up. Like, you know, that's what the crew's thinking. And the Admiral doesn't know how to use a periscope. Or, what's this called? Spyglass. Periscope's something else. So it's just like, you know, they're really made for each other, aren't they? There's 2 characters there, Salty Raka and Salty Rogar. Salty's the title players can get, I know. Hey over there, hey, over there. How's everything going, Gorargar? Hey, stop pestering me, you're a disgrace to us all, you can't even hold onto your own... something? Petish? Or you can't even hold on to your own pet. Ah, the guy over there is stable master. That's it. I sent my pet out to get me some more drink. You'll be sorry when he shows up with a wagon full of mother's milk and you don't get any. That poor pet. This fiasco may go down as one of the biggest embarrassments in the history of naval warfare. How did this happen? Drunk happened. That's how. We may not have to live down the shame of this defeat, Shandalyn. The war chief will likely have us all executed instead. I'll be damned if we don't go down without a fight. although the whole beachhead is overrun by Bloodfang Worgen.